everybody, it's Adele and welcome to my channel Sew for Serenity, where I talk to you about my sewing journey. I talk to you about my love for dressmaking, fabrics, patterns, and we just have general sewing and live chit chat. So if that's something that sounds of interest, please keep on watching. Welcome back to my regular viewers, and if you're new here, I hope you enjoy this vlog. So today's vlog is the first part of my Little Miss So and So Sew Special All Set to Sew subscription box. I have this as part of my brand ambassadorship for Little Miss So and So, which is a wonderful fabric company that specialises in sewing kits for everybody, even children. The All Set to Sew subscription boxes have two different levels. They have the Sew Special, which is what I have for £45, and I'll just put what is actually in the box up on the screen for you. I don't want to go through it every single time. And then the Sew Luxurious is £65, and the only difference between the two really is the fabric that you can get. You can actually choose a designer fabric with the 65 Luxurious box. How this subscription box works is you actually can have the option to pick your pattern and also your fabric. So every single month you get an email which basically tells you that you are available, your choices are available, and you can go and select. So I've had my email today, it's the 1st of August today. Happens on the 1st of the month, and then you place your order, and then a couple of weeks later, usually around the 20th, you get your delivery and I film an unboxing, and then a couple of weeks after that I usually finish my make and I upload it. So that is how it works. So I've had my email, as I say, and I've got the patterns and the fabric choices available, and I wanted to just talk you through my choices around that. So what I do is I always show you the email. So on the screen now, here or here, you should be able to see the email that I've got, and you basically click on the link when you get that email, and what it does is it opens up the screen which tells you basically the different steps. So step 1 is to choose the pattern and make sure you check the sizes before you put it in your basket, and then either depending on whether your pattern is a woven or a stretch, then you can put the filters on the side and go for the fabric that you want. So I have already had a look at the patterns, but what I tend to do is I go to filter and I'll have a look at what the Sew Special pattern for stretches, and then scroll down, and this month it is the Megan Nielsen Florite dress and top, which I've again never actually heard of this top before. Let's have a look at the line drawings. So yeah, it looks like it's quite a floaty top or dress, and you can add a tie to it. I must admit I'm not overly enamoured with that, to be honest with you. I mean, it's quite nice as a tie t-shirt actually, now I've said that. Right, okay, so it has a kind of V, and then you can tie that into a knot. I don't know now, I do quite like that. Oh, and the other option is, can be made in woven or knit. That's an interesting one. I mean, it's quite a versatile pattern, isn't it? If you can make a knit and a woven dress. That's an interesting one. Okay, let's go and compare it to the woven pattern. So again, we just select woven. Right, so this is a Liberty pattern. I've never actually made a Liberty pattern before. Okay, that's quite nice. Oh, I really don't know which one to go for. I really don't know. I know that I have my eye on a woven fabric this month, so I'll show you what the woven fabric is. This is a tricky one. So again, you just scroll through, change your filter to the woven fabric, and then it presents you with all the wovens. So you've got all the ginghams, which are lovely, and this is the one that I really like, the cotton jacquard dots in brick. I'll just carry on scrolling through. So we've got some viscose polyester print dots on sand, they're quite cute. Animal print, I've got that viscose radiance foil leaf one. Don't really like those ones. The blue and orange zebra rayon I do really like. Oh, I don't know. They're nice as well. And then the paisleys, got some spots and some animal print. Yeah, I think I'm definitely going to go for the cotton jacquard in the brick, because I have had my eye on that for quite a while. Yeah, so basically then what you do is you just add that to the cart and you continue shopping. So we'll go back again. Yeah, and I've just got to make a decision on which pattern I go for. So I'm undecided on the pattern at the moment. I've been really thrown by the fact that that pattern is for knit and woven, and I really like the t-shirt with the knot. So I think what I need to do is have a look at Instagram and stalk those hashtags for those dresses and see which ones I prefer. And then dependent on what I can see, I will make a decision. But no matter what, I'm going to have that brick fabric because I have had my eye on that jacquard for a while. I am trying to buy a lot more neutral colours, and I think that one and not so many patterned fabrics, so I think for me that is the one that I'm going to go for, but we'll see. So I'll do some of that Instagram stalking tonight and then finally select my pattern this evening, and then hopefully in a couple of weeks time, it's usually around the 20th of August, I will receive my box and I'll be able to share with you what's in my box and you'll know what pattern I ended up going with. But yeah, I'm torn towards a Liberty pattern because I've never made a Liberty pattern before, so we'll see. So yeah, I'll see you in a few minutes. Hi, I'm back, and through the magic of video, it is now a couple of weeks later from when I placed my order, and I have received my Little Miss So-and-so box, which comes in this lovely packaging with the Little Miss So-and-so sign on it. So obviously this is a little bit different. We all know what's in this box because you have just literally watched me select what I'm going to choose. Whereas for me, it's not as fresh in my mind because it was a few weeks ago that I did this. So I think you make your selection on the 1st of the month, and it's now the 19th of August. So I selected my option on the 1st, and then a couple of weeks later, you actually get your delivery. So without further ado, let's open it up. So I believe I chose the woven pattern, which was a Liberty pattern. And I also selected the brick colour cotton dobby, was it? I think, yes. So here it comes, all lovely packaged up with the Little Miss So-and-so sticker. And it's always in this gorgeous green. It's not green, what am I on about? In this gorgeous blue tissue paper. And let's have a little look. So this is the Natasha Dress Liberty. I have never ever sewn a Liberty pattern before. I looked at the sizing on this, and I have had to go for the bigger size bracket because the measurements for the 10 to 12 were way too small. So I think I fitted into the size 14 and bought the 14, well, ordered the 14 pattern. So these are the different line drawings that you can get. There's 3 different versions, and I really like this version without the sleeves. I think that'll look really cute for the summer. So that's, oh sorry, there's 4 versions. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I like version C. So yeah, Liberty Craft Club. Now I have heard this is an old McCall's pattern, but I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, it suggested I can't get my words out today. Suggested fabrics are tarn and lawn, cotton, satin and poplin. And you require a button. You see, single fold bias tape, which obviously I'll make my own. And then on B and D, you can put some lace trim on it as well, so that's quite nice. So that's my pattern. Ooh. And then in here I have my little, oh, that's nice. I've actually got some bias tape there as well to go with it. I'm not sure it's necessarily the right colour. It's a bit red, but always handy to have. I'll probably make my own, to be honest with you. So bias tape, matching thread. Ooh, come on, focus, focus, focus. Matching thread, Gutterman thread, lovely, in that beautiful brick colour. And I've also got the button in the matching colour as well, which is lovely. So that's in there as well, perfect. And I have some interface, lovely, so you just need some interface for it. Oh, what is this little thing? Oh, it's a little surprise gift that I've got with this. This one is a magnet needle minder by Laura & Co, and she uses, I've checked this out on her website, she uses Liberty fabrics to make all of her little items, and I think she does some really cute pin cushions. I'll insert a photograph if I remember, but this is a little needle minder, so I assume you, I don't know, do you just you put it like this and then your needle will just stick on top, will it? Let me just check. I haven't got a needle. What is going on? Can't you tell that I haven't been doing any sewing because I've been on holiday? There we go. So you literally can clip that to your piece of fabric and then you put your needle on it like that. So obviously I've been doing some cross stitch. Well, not obvious, I have been doing some cross stitch. So this basically I can put in between the fabric cloth that you use to do your cross stitch on, and then just put your needle on it like that. How good is that? Love it. So that's a really cute little gift, and I love how it's tied in with the theme of the pattern as well. And then finally this beautiful cotton. Now I had my eye on this for ever since I've been a brand ambassador for Little Miss So and So and been able to select from the fabric. I've had my eye on this fabric, and this is it. I just never, since I've been a brand ambassador, I've always chosen the stretch, the knit fabric pattern. So this is brick, and as you can see, brick colourway, and it's like a rusty reddy colour. I would say it's more red than orange, but it's in the orange spectrum, if that makes sense. And it's got these beautiful dots in it, and it's lovely. Look at that. And I would imagine I've got there, I would probably say I've probably got 3 meters, I would imagine. Let's have a little look. Yeah, 3 meters of that. Oh, look at it. I'm very happy about that. I think that, in that view, see, is going to look stunning. With that little button to match. Oh, it's going to look so nice. Can't wait to get that sewn up. So yeah, that is going in the wash now. And the next time you see me and this fabric and this pattern, I should be wearing it. So I'll see you in a minute. Well, it'll be a minute for you, but it'll probably be about a week for me. So if by magic, I am in my dress. So I'll stand up for you. This is my completed Natasha dress, and I love it. Let me stand on a chair and I will show you. Ooh. This is very non-health and safety. So you can see that I've kind of done it just below the knee, or quite below the knee actually. Had to quite take a lot off the length. Ooh, down I go. And it's so lovely and flowy. I would say I could have sized down a little bit, but I'll talk about that in a minute. But yes, it is absolutely beautiful and stunning, and I love it. Now I'll have to apologise because I'm filming this at night, so the light might not be the best. But I wanted to get this filmed as soon as I finished the dress for you. So, the Natasha Dress by Liberty Patterns. My first ever Liberty pattern that I've ever sewn up. Now, I don't know if this is the same with all Liberty patterns, but Crystal at my social thread said that she'd heard that this pattern was an old McCall's pattern that had been repackaged as a Liberty pattern. So I don't know how true that is. But when I opened it up and had a look at it, it very much looked like a McCall's pattern. The tissue paper, the all the information that's on the pattern, it just looked like a McCall's, although it did say Liberty on it. And the same with the instructions. The instructions are in the same format, this kind of folded up paper, as a McCall's pattern. So I don't know how true that is, and I don't know if that's the same with all Liberty patterns or it's just this particular one or a select few. So if anybody knows, let me know in the comments. So yeah, so this is the Liberty Natasha tiered dress. Now between the two patterns, I didn't particularly love either of them, I'm not going to lie. The Natasha dress I chose because I was desperate to choose a woven fabric, because I really wanted this fabric. I'd had my eye on it for weeks and weeks and weeks. I loved the dots on it and I just wanted to get it, and I love this colour. So I knew I was going to choose the woven pattern because I wanted to choose this woven fabric. And I'm so glad that I did, because I think it's actually sold out now on the Little Miss So and So website. So I was really happy. And the different views that are on here, I knew that I wanted to make view C, which was the sleeveless version of the dress. And I absolutely love it. What can I say? The patterns come in two different size ranges. There's the 6 to 12 and the 14 to 22. Now I chose the size 14 because so the larger size range, and to be honest with you, I probably could have sized down based on the measurements of the pattern. As with any McCall's pattern, it always puts you in a massive size. So when I did my measurements, it put me in like a size 16 to 18. So yeah, the actual measurements were a size 16 and 18. So I knew I was going to order the size 14, 14 plus pattern. When it actually came, as with all McCall's patterns, it had the finish measurements on the pattern pieces, and the only finish measurement I could find was on the bodice piece, and it was here, which I suppose you could call it a bust measurement or a waist measurement. So I went with that and then ended up making the 14. And I've got to say that actually, I mean, if you look in the pattern, there is I probably could take a little bit out. I think I probably would have been okay with the 12. And I think when I lose a bit of weight, I might take a little bit out of the sides. I might just taper it in a little bit here. But overall, because I'm a little bit bigger than I normally am, put on about a stone and about a stone and a half since I got married, this is perfect for me. The sleeves are bias bound, so I had a red bias binding that was given to me in the Little Miss So and So pack, so it wasn't an exact match, but it actually was fine because obviously you can't see it, so I've gone with that and used what was given to me. It's got a facing, which I really like, and in the back it's got a little what's it called, like a slash, which was a really interesting technique, and a little button, which also came in the pack. I'll put pictures in. So yeah, that was the features of the dress. It's got two tiers. It's got this one tier here, and then the bigger tier at the bottom, and it's just lovely and floaty and gorgeous. And I can't actually show you because I'm obviously wearing it, but I've actually also put in my lemon patch label that I got in my So Hayley Jane box that actually says, well, I do love spots, because obviously this has got spots all over it. So yeah, the sewing process, let me talk about that. So it was very simple to sew. I actually, since you know, I've been making the Carolyn Pajamas by Closet Core, which is a collaboration I'm doing with So Do It Emma, which is on hold at the moment because she's got so much on at the moment that she's asked to just have a little rest, you know, not get it done for the date that we initially agreed. So I've been carrying on sewing it, and part of that is doing French seams, and I have fell in love with French seams since doing that. So on this dress I've actually French seamed it. Just show you, hold on, I cannot find a seam now. There we go. Lovely, lovely, oh look at that, lovely neat French seams. So all French seam there, French seamed here. The only place I haven't done a French seam is on the tiers, but that is overlocked with naughty black thread, but I thought it'd be okay. So yeah, I was just, the instructions were really, really simple, really, really clear. There wasn't anything that I struggled on actually. It was all a really enjoyable sew. I'm glad I didn't put the sleeves on it. I think if I did it again, I might just probably take a little bit out of here, but again, it might be because I've made too big a size. So yeah, if I made it again, I'd probably look at taking a little bit out of here, and as I say, a little bit out of the sides. But ultimately, I quite like it. I have got a wedding this weekend in Scotland, and I'm going to wear this to the wedding. I'm going to wear it with this necklace. I've got a cream fascinator, some gold shoes, and a cream and gold bag. So I'm hoping that that will look quite nice, and I'll take pictures obviously and show you those. But yeah, it was a really enjoyable sew, and I'm really happy I've got this pattern actually, and I think I might look at making this version for the autumn as well. I think that'd be really nice in some kind of autumnal colours. But yeah, I don't know what else more to say about it. I just love it, and as I say, I'll put some pictures in, and what I'll do now is I'll just step back a little bit so you can see the full. It's just so floaty and lovely, and I just can't wait to be on the dance floor in this dress, like dancing about. So yeah, another brilliant, successful, lovely, successful make from my Little Miss Sew and Sew box. I am sticking to this format of the order, the unboxing, and then actually the reveal, because it seems like you guys absolutely loved my last one that I did on the Sally jumpsuit. Got loads and loads of comments about how much you always wonder if people make up what they get in the boxes, and you really enjoy this format. So I'm going to stick with that. If you want to look at ordering one of these boxes, if you've got any questions about it, please message me. But you can go onto the Little Miss Sew and Sew website, which I'll link in the show notes below, and you can click on that and get took through to the website and order one, and you will not be disappointed. And I literally cannot wait now for my next pattern choice and fabric choice to come through, because I'm just chomping at the bit to get going with it. So do I recommend this pattern? Yes, I do. I think it's a lovely, lovely dress. As I say, I think it's actually much better once you've made it up. My only con on it is the sizing. I wish now I'd ordered the smaller size, but it doesn't matter. I can always make those adjustments to the pattern myself. But yeah, I love it, and I'm really happy with it. And this fabric, this cotton dobby, is it a cotton dobby? I don't know. It's a cotton anyway. It's absolutely lovely. I absolutely love it, and I've actually got quite a bit left over in odd pieces because of how it was cut out, that I will want to make the collage top, and I can't remember who it's by, but it's basically a really nice boxy top that's made up of all different scraps of fabric, and it looks stunning. So I really want to make one of those up in a mixture of this and black gingham. So yeah, watch your space for that one. So yeah, that's all from me for now. I hope you've enjoyed this style vlog, and yeah, if you've liked it, click the like button, and if you don't subscribe already, please consider subscribing. And obviously, as always, let me know your comments and what you think, and I'll see you all soon. Thank you for watching. Happy sewing.